What is up, everyone? We have some insane news this week, especially since we know what the next modular is going to be, and it's not what some people thought. It's what we thought, but it's not what everyone thought. So this is going to be pretty cool. I think we're going to just jump right into that. The modular will be supposedly a $200 set. It's going to have 6 minifigures, which is quite a lot. 18 plus, obviously. It's going to have that ugly black box, which is just like, why can't they use a design in the back? But what it's going to be is not just a hotel, but also an art gallery modular with an arcade inside of it. An arcade inside of the hotel, not the art gallery. And I think this is going to be pretty cool. The worst part about this is it's another corner building, which I think is like the fourth one in fifth. Not the fourth one, maybe the third one in 5 years, if you count the diner, which I kind of do. But I think this is pretty cool. Lego Arcade is probably as close as we're going to get to a casino. But I'll hand this off to Dragon.
What I'm gonna say about this is if we have four corner modulars, you can have like a complete modular section 'cause it's all in the corner, right? So you can make a
Oh yeah,
square.
people do that. Yeah, I happen to have, like, when I set up my whole city, I had only 2 straight modulars. So I set the whole thing up for only straight modulars. And every time they put out a new modular I like, it's a corner. So now I'm like, shoot, I gotta redesign everything. So I am a little biased, but I'm sure it'll be cool. I think what we really need is an inverted corner. So you can have like because right now they curve 90. So we could use like a 270, if that makes sense. Like the other way.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I think it'd be cool because it would be like less pieces possibly. So like $100 corner modular. So Portal Master City could work. I would really appreciate it, Lego. Uh, specifically for me, it'd be great. Supposedly, this won't have a large hotel sign to kind of differentiate it from the cafe corner from a couple years ago. The art gallery will be on the first floor, and this bottom floor will be some kind of an arcade, which is really awesome. I'm hoping they make it like cool looking and not just like, oh, there's one Pac-Man in the corner. You think we'll get branded video games in this, or it'll just be like Lego knockoffs?
That would be a lot for Lego to drop on like a modular. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we'll get anything actual games.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I do hope they kind of reference some of these popular games, like maybe like a Pac-Man, but it's like a Lego minifigure head instead, or like what is another famous game? Like Mario, but well, maybe they could do Mario because they have that license active actually right now. So maybe like King Kong and Mario. I think that's a possibility. But yeah, I think you're probably right. Any other license they don't have is unfortunately going to be quite rare. Any other thoughts on this before we move on?
No, not really.
All right. I just like to add real quick. The person who typed out this text leak did add that there is a roof on this hotel. It got its own paragraph. The building is covered with a roof. So in case you were worried about that, there you go. But moving on, we have some info about the Lego Wolverine figure. I know we talked about he's getting a mech last week, but now we know that it won't just be hair. He will also come with the Wolverine mask. We don't know if it'll be a new mold or the old. Supposedly it'll be a new suit. But I think this is really good news because the mask is iconic and we're getting the hairpiece. So I think this is going to be a really, really cool set. I'm hoping we get like a new claw piece, but I guess the one we have right now is it works pretty well. I'm really hyped about this set though.
Yeah, I would say so too.
We got some interesting news in terms of speed champions. We're obviously getting a bunch of speed champion cars because we always do. Ferrari, a Lotus, a Lamborghini, which is just awesome. I mean, Lambos are just amazing. But we're also getting an Aston Martin Valkyrie. So I don't think it's actually going to be the James Bond specific one, but it is going to be an Aston Martin in minifigure scale, which is going to be pretty cool. I wish we could just get a James Bond minifigure set, but I'll take what I can get. I'm pretty hyped for this. The one thing is these cars are too big to actually fit on the Lego roads, especially the new ones, which is unfortunate. But they're still cool to look at. I don't really get them much. Do you have any speed champions, Dragon?
No, but my buddy did. So it's a funny story. While I was up at camp, a couple of the guys and I just went into town and we just bought Lego sets and we all built them. And two of my friends bought these Speed Racer sets, and they were pretty cool. Not gonna lie, one of the sets used a green colored butcher's knife for the front air intake divider thing. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, whoa. That's
Yeah,
so smart, though.
I know they are good combinations of like angles and making these cars look nice. I'll tell you that. They're good builds.
Yeah, I would definitely agree from the pictures I've seen. They're pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with them. I wish Lego made roads bigger because honestly, if you get any smaller, you lose details, and the Lego roads keep getting smaller for some reason. But I agree. I love when Lego sets use weird pieces like that in cool ways, like the wolf head on the police station and just all that other cool stuff. We also got some interesting Star Wars news. The 2022 sets will have a new kind of style where all of the dioramas that they're going to do will have a quote 2x4 tile with some kind of famous Star Wars quote. So we're going to have the trench run. We're probably going to have Luke, I am your father. And we don't know what else is going to be, but any kind of cool quotes you can think of with Star Wars. The first one that comes to my head is like the Palpatine one where he's like, I am the Senate. That's a horrible impression. But oh
I
man,
want
I
to
think
just
that
be
would be
the
a
one
cool one
where
to get.
Yoda's beating R2D2.
Just have like a bunch of beeps in it of R2.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'm trying to think of other like good slash funny quotes.
Oh
Um,
no.
we might
Hello
get the
there.
like oh hello there. We have to get hello there. I have the high ground would be amazing.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I'd
overrated.
love is I hate sand. If Lego made that into a set,
Well,
I
we
will
get
buy it. I
everyone.
don't care if it's $10,000.
The set name is just Dear God, how did this man ever like go near a woman? How is this a pickup line?
Oh my gosh, this woman literally died to have his child too. But if
She died
Lego
of
makes that,
sadness.
yeah, died of sadness. If Lego makes a I hate sand set, I will buy it and we will like drop it from like 100 feet or something. We'll figure it out. That would just be amazing. I think
I
another good
killed
one
them.
would be
Not just the men, but the
yeah.
women and the children too. They
Yes,
they were animals. So I slaughtered them like animals.
master, there's too many of them.
That's the scar. There are too many of them. Whatever are we going to do?
Imagine that on like a 4+ Lego set.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh
now I
man.
really want these sets just like as memeable as possible.
That would just be so amazing. Oh man, I'm trying to think of anything else. I feel like we've went over the big ones.
I mean, these are not what I'm looking for. Pretty iconic one.
That's an
Uh,
iconic one. Hmm. Chewie just screeching would be funny to see printed on a tile.
just just like, "Arr!" And then he's just got his well.
Yeah.
Is there a quote when like they're on the Sarlacc pit or something? Or
Oh,
I
I
like
feel
just the
like
idea.
there's something. Just
There
Boba Fett
probably.
screaming.
I love the idea of just like not actual quotes. It's just like random noises people are making with action shots. Like some dude getting shot, like a clone trooper getting mid shoot shot, and it's just the Wilhelm scream.
Oh my gosh. When Obi-Wan filmed the prequel movies, he would always like make lightsaber sounds. So they had to like redo all the audio for every scene he was in. I would love a printed tile of just Ewan McGregor
Just
making lightsaber noises. Vroom. Yeah. He did the pew pew with the blasters too, I think.
oh my gosh, what a legend.
That would be amazing.
I feel like honestly, Star Wars would be like half the sets would be better if there were these meme ones, but you know they're not going to be the meme ones.
We all know they would sell if they made like limited meme ones too. Like, oh, we're gonna make
Oh
less of
yeah,
this, but it'll sell well.
there are only 100 youngling killing sets because there was 100 younglings that got killed. Uh,
Yes. Unlimited power. That'd be a good. Oh, Jar Jar Binks. Anything Jar Jar Binks ever said would make an amazing 2x4 tile. Uh,
you said Lord.
use a Jedi Master.
just Jar Jar alternate ending actually gets run over by the like cargo freighter or whatever.
That would be would Star Wars honestly change it all if Jar Jar had just been decapitated by that thing?
Yes, it would be so much better.
Would it? I loved. So here's the thing. Hot take. I love Jar Jar, and I've always loved him. I think he's amazing. I think that first prequel movie is the best Star Wars movie that's been made. That's part of like the main 9 movies. And I think Jar Jar should have been a
The
Sith Lord
main
because
Sith
it would have been
movies. We
amazing.
don't count the sequels. The sequels are not canon.
Well, yeah, I hate the sequels, man. The first one was decent, and then we
Yeah,
got
this
like
is
some of the
what don't
stupidest
count.
stuff ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. First of all, Jar Jar Binks was not in the original Star Wars.
No, I meant like the prequels, the original prequels.
No, I mean the original prequels. George Lucas like wrote all the Star Wars movies, and by all the Star Wars movies, I mean the first six because those are the only Star Wars movies. And
Well, Rogue
Jar
One is
Jar
pretty
Binks
good.
was never in them. Rogue One, well, yeah, of the trilogy
But yeah,
movies.
yeah,
All,
Rogue One and Solo aren't part of those stories. Yeah, you're right.
and then there is a scene in one of those movies that is solely, uh, what's his Qui-Gon Jinn just grabbing Jar Jar Binks' tongue because he was like
Oh, I love
grabbing it.
that scene. Yes.
No, that's terrible.
People are gonna hate me after this. I love Jar Jar Binks. There is not a scene that he was in that I like. It's still to this day that I'm not like, man, he was just such a great addition. I love the theories about
He-
him being a Sith Lord because he's always like, like making people do stuff when he waves his hand. He's able to do backflips that no one else can do. He just
I
gets
would
lucky
like
too
Jar Jar
often.
Binks if he was actually a Sith Lord. Like that would make me like the character. But
Well,
he's
so here's the
not.
thing. I seriously think George Lucas was gonna make him be a Sith Lord, and then the hate against this guy was so strong he wrote him out of the series. But like,
Well,
imagine how cool that would have been.
he would have been so hated, and then they would have made him a Sith Lord, and he would have been hated even more.
That's true,
The
but you're
best
supposed to
villain
hate the villains.
concept ever. Yeah, you're supposed
I
to hate the villain.
I love Jar Jar. That scene, like the CGI was good for the time. The scene where he grabs the tongue and he's like, "Don't," and like he's like, "Oh, like it's just it's so funny, man.
No, it's so bad.
He's like oddly flirting with people too. He's just so funny. No one
Ugh.
likes him. Poor Jar Jar Binks. No one in the movies likes him. No one in the real life, in the real world, likes him. Everyone hates Jar Jar except for me. I love Jar Jar. So we're gonna be canceled for this. People are like, "Oh my gosh, Portal Master isn't a real Star Wars fan. We're done with him." But yeah, I think that's all the quotes. Should we move on?
Yeah, I just thought of another one. Always let the Wookiee win, and then it's just
Yes.
we just with Lego minifigure arms. We don't know how Lego attached his arms to the minifigure arms, but they did.
We also got some info about 2022 Minecraft sets. We're gonna have a $10 Creeper Ambush, which pretty much sounds like a Creeper battle pack almost.
Yeah,
We have
or literally any encounter with a creeper ever.
yeah, I know it's like the Creeper's Picnic. No, it's the Creeper's Ambush, of course. We have the Fox Lodge, which is cool. It's only $20. Might be a nice way to get some foxes. We have the Mushroom House, which I swear almost every Lego Minecraft line has a mushroom set. So I guess it's like a really popular topic. We have the Guardian Duel for 25, a cheaper way to get a Guardian, which is kind of cool. The Rabbit Ranch, which I just love that name, man. I want a Rabbit Ranch in every Minecraft world, honestly. And then we have the Training Ground for $60. So once again, they've definitely moved away from expensive. I mean, 60 is expensive, but they've moved away from the big Minecraft sets. And I'm assuming because just like the people buying those, I guess, aren't buying the bigger sets because it's more like, oh, like here's a little bit and like kind of combine stuff. But I think these sound pretty interesting. There's nothing we haven't seen before. Hopefully there's new skins. How do you feel?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I'm excited to see what it looks like, and I'm excited to see like what they come out with. But like, I feel like there's the dungeon sets are so undercapitalized, and if they made more of those, like that's what I would look forward to. But they've only made two so far.
They're so cool because they seem to sell to more than just Minecraft Lego fans. Because like they're just cool stuff.
Yeah, they're just cool sets that you buy.
I feel like there was news about them making two more. but maybe that was like the Minecraft Earths that they did. Was the Moo Bloom, was that Minecraft something or was that Minecraft Dungeons?
That was Minecraft Earth. It was possibly going to be Minecraft if we mob voted it, but of course it's a literal flower cow as compared to all the other options, so no.
Exactly. Well, you know what we're talking
I
about
mean,
Minecraft? Should we talk about the new Minecraft vote? Have you heard of this?
I know I watched all of them, and there's only three, and they're all disappointing choices.
Someone said it. Thank you. I hate them all. Like they're all like fine, but for a mob
Yeah,
vote, they're so disappointing. Give us a boss
they're all
vote.
cool concepts. They're literally just mediocre.
They're
Like
not gonna
all
be
the other
fleshed out.
mobs look cool. They're not going to be fleshed out. They're like these little passive things that are going to be so niche that you never even encounter them. Let's say one of them gets voted in, same odds of encountering that as encountering all the other ones. You find something that shows you where mobs are going to spawn. Okay, I could have done that by turning on F3. You find
Exactly.
something item. I could have moved over there and done that. The only thing that I'm like,
The Copper Golem is kind of cool for pranks.
yes, I love the idea of it slowly changing its skin. That is cool.
So
That
cool.
is a new concept. But here's the problem. That's the coolest thing. The fact that it gets old and dies. Like, that can't be your core mob aspect and be like your main thing. Like, we've had slowly declining and sadder votes. Like, they started off so strong and then we chose the Phantom, and I'm kind of disappointed.
We
Uh,
messed up, but at least the Phantom brought cool mechanics to the game.
yes, the Phantom brought cool mechanics, but we could have done better.
The
And then,
Chillager would have been
like,
great.
the Children would have been so much better, but Mojang told people that the glow squid would make light when it doesn't actually make light, and its stupid item just does literally nothing, and it just like it's so
We were
stupid.
gonna get glow signs anyway. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like, honestly, I'm just disappointed. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll add them in some update. What update? What update are all these forgotten mobs going to be added in? Because they're all lit concepts. And honestly, some half of them I would want added to the game. But it's like, come on. What I would have rather that they had taken like the top two from previous votes and then
And
added
yeah,
two new ones and then let us vote. Because heck,
totally agree.
get rid of the stare or whatever it's called. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of these mobs would be cool if we got like a mini update that was just a bunch of mobs that were niche.
Yeah, like make them like the bees update. Like we didn't ask for bees, and then we had bees, and bees were freaking lit because bees added this new core concept to the game that fundamentally changed it. That's what they should be looking for in mobs. That's what hopefully the warden will do. That's what bees did. That's what Brown did. And but the mob votes are just kind of sad because it's like, oh, what is this arbitrary thing we're gonna add to the game? Like I am hyped to see what the new update is going to be, which is the announcement. But I have a bad feeling that it's literally just going to be 1.8, and they're like, "Oh, here are some of the features that are going to come." And I'm like, "Oh, you disappoint me." Hopefully, that's not that. There's a solid chance we actually do get a different update. We'll see. Also, I feel really old because I've seen three Minecraft Earths, and it's felt like no time at all. Ooh, what time is the Minecraft live? Oh, dang, that's early. That's I'm at church during that time. What the heck? All right. Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, that makes more sense. Oh, actually, I might be able to get it. Never mind. Yeah. If you're watching before Saturday, depending on how good Portal is at editing, vote for the Copper Golem. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Tomorrow is relative for them. This is an infinite. I like the idea of saying you'll be out tomorrow, so they think you'll be out tomorrow, and then when they look at it again, they're like, "Oh, it'll be out tomorrow," and it's just this endless loop of it skipping forwards in time.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, now that we're so far off topic, what's the next thing you got for us, Portal?
We got like two things left too, which is ironic. We were so close to like staying on topic, but that's not what we do at the Portal Pod. The Lego Star Wars release dates are going to be staggered this year, which is really interesting. Or in 2022, there'll be 3 sets in January, 4 in March, 3 in May, and 1 in June. Which is I kind of like it because if you're like trying to collect stuff on day one, it kind of gives you a little breather. How do you feel about them doing this with stuff in the future?
That sounds good. Just sort of uh, expanding and spreading out. It's always good, and it helps build the hype potentially. We'll see.
I agree. And then our one last piece of news is we will have a buildable Mark 43 Iron Man, not out of Technic pieces, but built out of bricks for $40. It's not a mech, it's just a built suit. It'll be posable, and supposedly there'll be a light brick in the arc reactor. It sounds really cool, but the price seems too low for something like this to actually work.
Dang, that sounds lit.
I'm pretty excited. I think it could lead to some cool stuff in the future. But that's all we have for the pod. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next week or tomorrow, actually, because I'm doing a video every day this month. Goodbye.
This year. Oh, that's a big slip up.